Alright guys, we're going to do section 5 in Unit 3 today. We're going to talk about scatter plots and trend lines. Our objective is displaying data visually, can help you see relationships. Okay, so a scatter plot is a graph with points plotted to show a possible relationship between two sets of data. Alright, the table shows the number of cookies in a jar from the time since they were baked. Graph a scatter plot using the given data. Okay, so your first set of data is your X value, and your second set of data is your Y value. So what we do here is when we graph, we have to have ordered pairs. So our ordered pairs are going to be, remember it's X, Y for an ordered pair. So X is 1, Y is 24. When X is 2, Y is 16. When X is 3, Y is 10. When X is 4, Y is 7. Okay, so our X value is the time. So here's time. Our Y value are the cookies. Okay, we need a title, so cookies in jar. Okay, so now we have to label our tick lines, and our tick lines need to be consistent. So for time, we go from 1 to 4, so what I'm going to do is label each tick line 1, but skip every other one to keep it organized. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then for cookies, we need to go from 7 to 24. So I'm going to go by 5s, and I'm going to skip every other one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, now we need to graph our points. So when X is 1, Y is 24. When X is 2, Y is 16. When X is 3, Y is 10. When X is 4, Y is 7. And there's our graph. Okay, you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to be quiet, let you try this on your own. If you get stuck, you can look up here. Okay, let's move on. Guys, what I did on my vertical, my y-axis, is I went by 6, but I skipped every other tick line there. Okay, a correlation describes the relationship between the two data sets. A graph may show the correlation between data. Correlation can help you analyze trends and make predictions. There are three types of correlations between data. Okay, so from left to right, if you were to try to draw a trend line that has the same number of points above and below, it would look like this. Notice how that's going up, so this is a positive correlation. Okay? Left to right, this one's going down, so this is a negative correlation. And then this scatter plot, you can't really draw a trend line where it's going up or down, so there's no correlation. So let's describe correlations between scatter plots. Okay? So, if we were to draw the line left to right, it's going to go up, so this is a positive correlation. Okay? Another way you can look at it is you have average daily temperature. It starts at 80 and goes up. So if the average daily temperature goes up, what happens to the visitors at the beach? It goes up. So when they're both going up, the relationship between the data, it's positive. Okay, the average temperature in a city and the number of speeding tickets given in the city. Okay, so let's say the average temperature goes up. It means that the temperature is getting hotter, all right? Does it matter if the temperature is getting hotter, whether you're going to get a speeding ticket or not? Not necessarily. So this one has no correlation. Okay, the number of people in an audience and the ticket sales. Okay, so the more people you have in the audience, are the tickets going to go up or down? It's going to go up. So this is a positive correlation. Okay, guys, you could also look at it this way. Let's say the number of people sitting in the audience is low. The ticket sale is also going to be low. So if they're both going up or both going down, it's going to be a positive correlation. A runner's time and the distance to finish the line or the race. Okay? So, the runner's time, the more you're running a race, the time goes up. But the more you're running the race, does the distance become more or less? It becomes less. It goes down. So when you have different going up or down, this is an example of a negative correlation. Okay, choose the scatter plot that best represents the relationship between the age of a car and the amount of money spent each year. Okay, so as the amount of money spent each year on repairs. Okay, so as the age of the car gets older, what do you think happens with repairs on the car? It should go up. So what type of correlation is this? This is a positive correlation, okay? Which one of these have a positive correlation? All right, well this has the age of a car being negative, so you can't even have this one. All right, from left to right, going up. From left to right, going down. Okay, so this one right here is your correct graph. Okay, same thing. Which scatter plot shows the relationship between the number of minutes since a pie has taken out of the oven and the temperature of the pie? Okay? Alright, so the more minutes that the pie is sitting out on the stove after you take it out of the oven, what happens to the temperature? The temperature of the pie should start cooling off. It should go down. So what type of correlation is this? This is a negative. So which one is negative? This one again has some stuff in the negative, which you can't have. So this is your correct graph. Okay, sometimes the function is a straight line. This line is called a trend line. And a trend line helps show the correlation between data sets more clearly. And I've kind of been showing you a trend line where we've been going positive or negative on your scatter plots, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to predict some data here. All right, the scatter plot shows the number of orders placed for flowers between Valentine's Day at one shop. Okay, here's the date in February, and here's the orders. Based on this relationship, predict the number of flowers orders placed on February 12th. Okay, so what you need to do here is you need to draw a trend line. A trend line, you want to try to have most of your points clustered on or close to that trend line. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to go right. That didn't work. Uh-oh. All right, looks like I messed this up. Let's see how I can get that off of there. Okay, I'm going to go like this, do it in red. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, once you have the trend line, you need to find February 12th, go up to the line, and then go over, and what is a good prediction? Okay, I'm going to say anywhere between 35 and 40 orders. Okay, that's it. Have a good one, guys.